So the ones working on cellular network or Wi-Fi hotspots on different mobile phones. So now, how do we work today? These are different ways. Actually, some surveys were held last 3-4 years, talking to people. How do we work realistically in today's corporate environment? There's nobody who says I go to office every day and work from there, sitting 9 to 5. Right now, it's more dynamic. So if you have to work more productive, it's like you see 9% of the employees, they work at headquarters. Everyone else, the rest 91, they are a little bit dynamic. They are like traveling or working from home. So if you see more than 66% of workers are basically using mobile and wireless services. That's the reason we are talking about enterprise applications today. Now some more surveys here. So IPAS, they found that people prefer smartphones over laptops, especially the guys who are in management, who only keep on checking emails and sending emails. For them, the smartphones is a much better option than to open their laptop and then reply to emails. Then a career builder survey, they find that 54% of workers, they carry smartphones, they keep on checking while driving. I know it's an offense, but yeah, they do that. Then there is 80% of small businesses, they believe that it's critical to their success. And finally, the last 2 points, they will basically go the developers, Google and Android. Google is going to launch a marketplace. I think so basically it's for the Google Apps users who will be getting this app store where other people can advertise their apps or they can put in their apps. So Google basically is the biggest believer in the enterprise applications. That's why I will come to why Android is designed in a way that it favors enterprise application development a lot. Now, this is a survey done by Gartner saying that in 2010 there are some 8 mobile technologies. This is basically a slide for developers who want to, or entrepreneurs who want to enter in device in the mobile market and they don't know what to do. So these are some of the technologies which people, they are assuming will be the best selling or the best selling products on these technologies will be there in 2010. And if you see mobile enterprise is right there, the 5th one. So and combined with that, the data usage, if you see, if you move like in 2005, 2006, there were like so many constraints on different devices. There were virtually no data access. If you talk to Airtel, they were only going after rural areas, getting more subscribers. There were no talk about 3G or 3.5G, 4G, LTE, nothing was there. Right now it's all changing with all these new technologies, NFC, 3G. So when we talk about enterprise applications, it's all about connectivity. Enterprise application means I'm connecting to some corporate server and that needs some kind of a very scalable, very good, quick connectivity. And these are the technologies which we are getting right now on the mobile devices. The last one is the advanced mobile browsers, which is basically the browsers that you see right now, Nokia, Android, iPhone, they all use WebKit-based browsers, which are quite powerful. And in future we might have some versions of browsers supporting HTML5, which will also give us a kind of a space to make applications, web-only applications on mobile devices, powerful. So let's give an application about a downloadable application. So in enterprise, I will come to a point where I say, okay, which one is better and how. So right now, it's about the type of enterprise apps. So I hope I have not confused you a lot with the actual definition and my definition. So these are basically different types of enterprise apps. If you see business apps, it's a normal CRM app. Something like I'm a pharmaceutical company guy, or I'm a human resource guy, I'm checking something on my mobile, that kind of apps which basically connect remotely to my corporate server. Supply chain management app, I have a mobile phone with some kind of RFID reader, I can have this kind of app on my mobile phone. Then the other two, the last two are the most common ones, which normally everyone uses right now. They are the unified communication apps, all the IP handling, and instant messaging, voice, other kind of presence. For these kind of apps, there are many apps already available. And if you go to iPhone App Store, Nokia, you will see it's full of these kind of apps. You see Microsoft giving the app, Google Apps is another platform. Then iPhone also entering this area, Android is also there. So these are the two areas which right now is full. Now I have categorized these enterprise apps in two segments. One is the vertical applications and one the horizontal applications. These kind of applications are mostly tailor-made for each enterprise. It's not like a Microsoft Office or Microsoft Outlook kind of application which you can integrate with your own backend and start using. These are some applications which are normally tailor-made because different companies, they have different backends, and they are mostly those kind of applications which are very difficult to make in enterprise and which are very few right now. If you go around and see, you won't find many applications on mobile devices. Maybe they are on desktops, on browsers, they are giving access to outside world, but on mobile devices you won't find many. And these are the horizontal applications. We talk about communication, ERP, CRM, sales for automation, which are little standardized. The communication, if you see MS Mobile, so these are all, everyone knows that, Google Apps on desktop, Google Apps on mobile. So they give each and every application which you can use on desktop, they give on mobile. So that same application I can use if I'm in a company like Portal, and it doesn't matter my backend is Google Apps or maybe some other Microsoft Exchange, I can still use my Google Apps application and I can connect to that and check mails from my home. And similarly, there are RIM, BlackBerry Connect. Most of the managers here, they must be using RIM. So these are the applications which are already flooded in market. The communication, the presence, IP calls. Singh is again one company working on IP calls, and there are many other companies working on these kind of areas.
You said IBM WebSphere. What are they doing here?
Frankly speaking, I got this from internet, even I don't know.
I don't know. I am from IBM and I don't know. It's not there.
I think yeah.
It's basically used as a platform on the server side.
So what I know is that, so from wherever I got this slide, what I know is that these kind of applications are either mobilized already or they are very readily mobilizable kind of applications. So there are many kind of enterprise applications working on laptops, desktops, and mobile devices. So these are the ones which have either a mobile web version or mobile client. Now, who are the enablers and the drivers in this space? The first is very common, you all know, RIM. If I talk about enterprise, everybody say, okay, I talk to my IT department, I need a phone for checking my emails, you say, I will give you Blacklist. So basically that's a RIM. I will come to, like, it's not technology-wise, it's the most preferred enterprise platform. It is maybe because of the way they market or the way they enter the market. So second one is Nokia. Now they also are in this business. If you see some, so many phones are around, especially in India, all the Indian phones. But if you talk to any guy, if he knows about any enterprise application, he will say, oh, Nokia, no, there are no enterprise applications. Yeah, I know there are some E-series phones and there are some M-series phones which might support some enterprise applications, but yeah, it's not as good as BlackBerry. But I'll come to exactly why people say like that. Then we have Microsoft. So Microsoft is a very common name. We have all these Outlooks and Offices and all this kind of fancy enterprise applications from Microsoft. Then comes SAP, Salesforce. So this is basically on the enterprise server side, but they do also have some applications in this area which are a generic one which we can tailor according to our requirements. And then Android. Now why I have put Android in Open Handset Alliance is that if you have worked on Android, you will see that Android is not only about a device. So the difference as a developer, if I work on a Symbian phone or I work on a BlackBerry phone and then I go to Android, I will see that Android, they give me a mashup. They give me device API, they give me server API. I as a developer, I simply have to just mash up. I have everything. Server API is also there. In Nokia, it's very hard to find server APIs. But in Android, yeah, you need location, yeah, it's a server API. You can mash up with your client code. That's the basic approach. If you see Google Vice President always saying that mobile enterprise is the future, the Android platform basically is designed for that kind of stuff. So they have and enterprise applications are always native plus web. So that's the reason. So they have put that design in the platform itself. That is why right now I won't comment whether they will be successful, how much will they be successful with different versions coming out of Android every 3 months or so. But yeah, it is all there. So it can move up at least maybe in 2013. And then IBM. Again, I got that from internet. Okay.
I don't know. IBM is there, not as of now. In the next 6 months, yeah.
Yes. The reason why I put IBM is because I read a blog saying that IBM is putting a lot of money right now for enterprise applications.
But as of now, we don't have anything.
Yes, but I hope that yeah, you will